Alright, so here's a video of a walk around of this Farmall H I just picked up for $200. Now the first thing is it has this loader on here, which is in pretty rough shape. I don't know, I may fool around with it if I get the rest of the tractor working. It would be handy just to have a little loader. You could just pick up some logs, or you could even probably put a snow blade and push some snow with it. But I have the hydraulics plumbed here. So first thing I notice is this is probably part Super H. Leads me to believe that. Super H hood. And then if you come around to the other side, it has the vertical distributor, which I know doesn't really necessarily mean much. And I don't know if someone could point out what casting numbers on the block would mean Super H. But the guy I got it from said it potentially may be part Super H as far as the engine goes. Like I said, if someone knows casting numbers or a good way to identify it, then I'll take a look at that. But the tag here does list it as an H. Right here, there's a serial number, and I believe that puts this at a 49. I can go look at it again, but going off of memory, it puts it at a 49. This battery here, it's been leaking for quite a while, so you can tell. We'll probably need a new battery box. And it does have a belt pulley on it, which is neat. A lot of those got robbed off. It doesn't actually have the pulley on the end. But I'm not too concerned about that mechanism in general until the tractor actually functions. So the brakes seemed to work on this when we were loading it. It definitely stopped it. So and it does go into some of these gears, not too terribly. So I don't know what I'd find in the transmission, but could open that up because I noticed that it's leaking quite a bit right here. Actually see some stuff coming out of it right now, and you know, even my M leaks a little bit. But just pull the top cover, take the nut off the end of the bowl gear, slide this out. Could even do silicone, which I know isn't the preferred fix, but probably do okay for this, being it's not going to be a show queen. I do need to put a seat pan on here. I mean, the spring, there it goes, fell right out. But unless I could just get a whole new seat assembly. Again, something I'm not too worried about. I do have a pan that broke. Could weld it up maybe and put it on here. And they have the old sawtooth throttle, which I'm not too crazy about, but again, not too concerned about it until the rest of the tractor functions. And here I have the drawbar, which is actually in pretty good shape. Most of these are really bent up. Even these supports here are about as straight as you could get. One may be slightly tweaked, but more often than not they're really bent up badly. So that's a good positive with this tractor. PTO is leaking quite a bit, which is an easy change. And this wiring, when I get this thing unstuck, this wiring will definitely be changed, so I don't trust that kind of cobbled up junk. So it does look like someone replaced the starter at some point. And this gas smells like varnish. Probably can't see a whole lot, but there's not much in there anyway. Shine a light in there and see how dirty the tank is. It didn't look terrible from what I could see, but I'll take a closer look at it later. And the gauges here They're not really readable. I may have some spare ones lying around because I had some mismatched ones on my M. I can't remember which ones I actually have. Those aren't too expensive to get anyway. But in here, looked like someone wasn't in here all that long ago. You can see these belts look a little newer, and the hose clamps definitely look newer. I think someone was in here not all that long ago. And oil, good thing there, it's actually pretty decent. I mean, it doesn't, it's black, what old tractor isn't, and doesn't have any water or anything in it. And I did look in here, you can't really see much. It's a little dirty, so it'll probably be flushed out. But as long as they didn't have just straight water in there and crack the block or anything, shouldn't be a problem. Sheet metal on this isn't the worst, but it's not the best. The grill honestly isn't too bad. It's a nose cone piece anyway. Probably could be fixed decently easy. The hood, I don't know, it's tweaked here, and then again, like I said, I'm not making a show queen. Gas tank's pretty straight though. But they didn't have one of these canisters on top of the air breather, so that was left open, and I put this little cap on the muffler. So this sat out somewhere, and I don't know for how long, but water must have just got in there and seized the thing up. So I'll probably go and pull the spark plugs, look down in there, see what I have to deal with. But this does have a coolant heater, which I thought was really interesting. It's not something you really typically see on a gas tractor. So it's like something was making a home in there. But I do need a carburetor for it. So if anyone can hook me up with that, that would be great. But I'm gonna try to get the thing unstuck before I worry too much about that. So yeah, overall I can't really complain for $200. Doesn't really seem to be in the worst of shape. I mean, I've seen a lot worse for more money. So I figure I'll try to get it unstuck and see what I got from there.